going to be doing it vertical, apparently, and instead of horizontal. I don't know why. YouTube already is trying to cap me, even though I'm not using this word. It's trying to halt me at all costs. All right, so this is the brand new set, Mukduks at Karlov Manor. YouTube does not enjoy this word, so join me as I do everything I can to try not and say that. But I was at my local game store, which is Superscript, just a little bit ago, and I was going to get some packs because I'm doing a Magic night on Thursday. And one of the workers talked me into getting a pre-release kit just because I would save a little bit extra on the packs. So I have a pre-release kit here. Some of the packs are going to be for my Magic night. I'll open some of the other ones, and then I'm going to be opening all of this booster bundle, which is kind of my go-to way of opening sets nowadays, is the booster bundle, just because a full booster box is a little bit too much to take. I think the play boosters, which this is the first set for play boosters, is going to be interesting in terms of if it's too much to buy an entire booster box for one person. So let's jump into, I think I'm going to go for the bundle first. So let's do the bundle. I don't know if I've seen any pictures of this online. I maybe have. If there's like possible suspects, yes. So I have seen it. So this is what it is. We got the possible different suspects on the box, which is interesting that they chose these people, because I don't know how much of the story that people know about at this point, but they revealed the murderer in like the preview video for the set. So I'm just going to say it's interesting they chose these people to be on the box. Let's see, we got an insert here. There's one of the first murdered people, Tessa Karlov. And then there's like one of these, I don't know what you call these. Is this one of those like puzzles where you have to squint your eyes or whatever, or like cross your eyes to be able to see what the thing is? I don't know what those are called, but yeah, this is one of the clues for there. Apparently there's other murders or other crimes that you can help solve through buying more product of this set. So if that's your prerogative, then you can become a sleuth for the magic. A magic eye. Yes, that's what these are called. So if anybody wants to pause the screen and then try and do this themselves, feel free. I've never really been great at doing those. So let's see, we got, oh, there they go. We got some more crime scene photos. We have the detective Proft, I believe is his name. And then the other inserts, pop-outs, etc. I always was throwing these away until I realized that they're there to separate your cards. I don't know why. I never thought of it. But yeah, I'm not throwing these away anymore. I'm using them. All right, let's take a look. Okay, so we have a promo card. Once again, I don't know too much about these, so I don't know what promo card we get. But let's take a look. Oh, Axebane Ferox, Beast with Haste and Collect Evidence. So one of the new things. And then, ooh, these borderless basics are super fun. Victor Von Tinsel, thank you for saying the operative word there that I can't say. I wonder if you're able to say that M word, the M, this word, in the chat. I wonder if YouTube hates that as well. I guess we'll see. All right, and then I'm guessing these are just more basic lands. So I'm gonna keep that over there for now. So before I jump into the packs, let's look at the die. Now I know, okay, yeah. So when they did the promo images for some of this, the 16 was missing in the promo images, and I was wondering if the actual dice would have the 16 missing, and I guess it does. I don't know Apparently it had to do with the mystery for the set, but I don't know what that meant, that there wasn't a 16 there. Who knows? All right, let's see how good these pools are going to be, what I roll. It was a 12, so I'm going to do 12 good here. So let's get into my first ever play booster pack. These are basically the replacement for boosters and or not for boosters. They're the replacement for draft boosters and set boosters. It's kind of a combo of both. Okay. So starting with commons, of course. We got a lot of face down matters in this set for the disguise mechanic. Deduce. All right, deadly complication. Okay, there's that crime scene photo that we've seen so many times already. Oh. It doesn't add up into a homicide investigator. Whenever one or more non-token creatures you control die, investigate. This triggers only once each turn. That's not too bad as a rare. Galvanize is back. And then another basic land. And look at this, look at this human. It's a beautiful piece. I'm just laughing because the idea of like, this is blocking a, you know, primordial hydra or something like this. It's like, all right, listen, Cindy, you got to go block the primordial hydra. I know it's in 100 with trample, but I need you to go out there and be brave for me. Okay. All right. We're going to put Cindy over. Cindy, you know what, Cindy, you're okay. You're going to be in the frame. Let's leave it at that. It's been a mada. Maybe, yeah, see, maybe that's how we can get around saying that word with the mada. All right, here we go. Gearbane orangutan. I always said orangutan, which is just not correct. Ooh, Market Watch Phantom. Behind the Mask. Out Cold. I think I see a borderless card back there, but I don't want to spoil myself or anybody else. Another Deduce, which is draw a card and investigate, so it's not the worst. Fester Leech. Gleaming Gear Drake. Oh, okay, so this is one of those dossier cards where it basically looks like what a investigator's like book of suspects would look like. Persuasive Interrogators. Gorgon Detective for 6 mana. When it enters the battlefield, investigate. Whenever you sacrifice a clue, target opponent gets 2 poison counters. Oh my gosh. Okay, whoa. Now that's a little crazy. Crunchitized at Karlov. I like that. I like that one the most so far. Hedge Whisperer. Okay, cool. We all gotta have a friend somewhere. And then the rare is, War Leader's Call. Creatures you control get +1/+1, and whenever a creature enters a battlefield under your control, it deals 1 damage to each opponent. Nice. Kind of an impact tremors. Got a little nick on it, though. Ooh, this is a rare foil, but I don't know if the camera is fully picking that up. It's very dark, and it's kind of blotchy. Krenko's Buzz Crusher. It's kind of a buzz crusher that this is this bad of a quality card, but that's okay. Hey, another full art basic. And then, oh yeah, the art cards are back, but it's not in every single pack like before. This is Expedited Inheritance. Ooh, interesting. All right. Moving on to the next one. If anybody's wondering why this video is called Mukduks at Karlov Manor, you should watch The Office, The American Office. It's a Dwight thing. Har, har, har. All right. I don't even know how to say. Oh, Projector Inspector. Okay. Get buzz crushed, dummy. More galvanized. Snarling Hellhound is quite interesting. I've seen this card. 1 black for a dog, 1/1 with menace. Whenever another creature with power 2 or less enters the battlefield under your control, surveil 1. That's going to be a nice include where a lot of, I would say, token decks or, you know, blink decks or good decks. All right. Griff Knot Tracker. Sanitation Automaton. I am once again bursting with discarded theories. Disposal imminent. Okay, I see what it is. I see it's coming from that. Oh, okay. Makeshift binding. This is the story spotlight cards. If you see down there, have this magnifying glass frame. Victor Von Tinsel is saying, if I sing the name, it's okay. Murders at Karlov Manor. Sample collector. Harried Dronesmith. Clandestine Meddler. I'm trying to read it through the camera, and I should not be doing that. Burden of Proof. Unyielding Gatekeeper. This is the disguise mechanic. It's kind of like Morph. So you can play it face down for 3 mana, and it has Ward 2, and it's called Disguise. So when it's turned face up, exile another target non-land permanent. If you controlled it, return to the battlefield tapped. Otherwise, its controller makes a 2/2 white and blue detective creature token. Expose the culprit in foil. And there we go. We got a mountain. And we got a clue. Look at this. This is a green clue. Oh, okay. I also saw this, that the clues, the backs of them, you can put them all together and they make one big picture. Like, see right here, this says 11. Why doesn't it say 16? I need to know why this does not have a 16 on it. America, explain. All right. We're only a couple, how many packs? We're only like 3 packs. Oh, that was something else I noticed. I think usually the bundles had 8 packs in it, and I think this bundle has 9 packs in it. So that's very nice. I'm wondering if that's because they're the play boosters. Hazda Vigilante. Cold Case Cracker. Say that 3 times fast. There is a mystery afoot. Person of Interest. Magnifying Glass is back. I wish this card was a little bit better. 3 mana for a colorless mana rock. But hey, it's back. It's nice to throw in random decks. That's okay. Undercover Crocodile. I love Elf Crocodile Detective. Slice from the Shadows. Okay, hey, this one's a big one. Insidious Roots. It's a black and a green for an enchantment. Creature tokens you control have tap, add 1 mana of any color. And then there's another thing. When creatures leave your battlefield, you make a plant and put a +1 counter on each plant you control. But that's crazy to turn so many of your creatures into mana dorks. All right, Undercity Eliminator. Ooh, call a surprise witness. Return target creature with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Put a flying counter on it. It's a spirit in addition to its other types. That's pretty cool for 2 mana. Nice. Ooh, Assemble the Players as the rare. This is a talked about one. It's 1 and a white for you may look at the top card of your library at any time, and once each turn you may cast a creature spell with power 2 or less from the top of your library. So nice, kind of like card draw. Ooh, and this is a rare, and it's another one being talked about a lot. 3 red for Anzrag's Rampage. Sorcery, destroy all artifacts you don't control. Then exile the top X cards of your library, where X is the number of artifacts that were put into graveyards from the battlefield this turn. You may put a creature card exiled this way onto the battlefield. It gains haste. Return it to your hand at the beginning of the next end step. So it's kind of like, why can't I think of that card? I'll remember it in a little bit, but it's like that card, and then you do other stuff. I know a lot about this game. Gravestone Strider and foil. Ooh. People who know me know I like swamps, and that is a really, really cool swamp. I love it. It kind of also looks like there's a little guy right there going, whoo. Very surprised at how well I'm doing so far. Ooh, and a mysterious creature. All right. Vandal Blast. That's the name of the card. Vandal Blast is the name of the card I was trying to think of that destroys all artifacts you don't control. Okay, here we go. Suspicious Detonation. Rot Farm Mortipede. All right, I can't say all of these because I'm just going to mess them all up. Escape Tunnel is a cool new card. Sacrifice it, search your library for a basic land, put it onto the battlefield, tap, then shuffle, which is basically Evolve in Wilds or Terramorphic Expanse. And then you can also sacrifice it to have target creature with power 2 or less that make it can't be blocked this turn. So strictly better. Strictly better. Due Diligence. Dramatic Accusation. So I talked about earlier in terms of who could have possibly committed these murders at Karlov Manor. And if you know who this character, or should I say these characters, are, it's not looking too good for especially this one in the middle. I'll just say that. Branch of Vitu-Ghazi. It's a land with disguise, so quite interesting. Get a leg up. Caught red-handed. Leering onlooker. Ooh, don't go away, my piles. Oh, here we go. Leyline of the Guild Pact. A lot of hybrid mana goes into this one. If it's in your opening hand, like a lot of ley lines, you may begin the game with it on the battlefield. Each non-land permanent you control is all colors. Lands you control are every basic land type in addition to their other types. There's the new Niv Mizzet in this set that's got a lot of people talking and brewing. I have a deck made that I'm going to be doing a deck tech for. Don't put this card in that deck because it will just turn Niv Mizzet off. I've seen a lot of deck lists with this card in there. I know it's pretty thematic to put the Guild Pact card in the Guild Pact deck, but don't do it. It's a non-bow, as they say. Behind the Mask in foil. Oh, I'm getting a lot of these borderless lands, which I am okay with. Oh, and lovely. I think this is Vannifar. The new Vannifar. Yep. I know things. All right, moving on. So for people who have opened set boosters, does this kind of feel like a set booster, or does this feel like a draft booster? I do kind of, I'm going to be honest, it does kind of feel like a mix between the two, like a set booster and a normal draft booster. But I might be wrong. Bubble Smuggler. Call someone that you're mad at some point. Hey, listen here, you Bubble Smuggler. Did you just cut me in line? Sanguine Savior. Oh, nice. They're not usually saving, those vampires. Agency Corner. Slime Against Humanity. We have a new card with the text, a deck can have any number of cards named blank. So this is one of those. So a deck can have any number of Slime Against Humanities. It is 2 and a green to create a 0/0 green ooze creature token with trample. Put X/1/1 counters on it, where X is 2 plus the total of number of cards you own in exile and in your graveyard that are oozes or are named Slime Against Humanity. So Yes, I do kind of agree. This is the best card, hands down. Ooze Typal is on the menu, boys. Novice Inspector. Pick Your Poison. Ooh, On the Job. Very nice. Ooh, Case of the Shattered Pact. So this is a new, I wouldn't say card type, but it's a new enchantment type. Cases. So here's a good example of it. 2 generic for when this case enters the battlefield, search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, and put into your hand, then shuffle. To solve, there are 5 colors among permanents you control. Kind of goes with the ley line of the Guild Pact. And solved, at the beginning of your next of combat on your turn, target creature you control gains flying, double strike, and vigilance until end of turn. So it starts with this, it gets solved, and then once the solve thing happens, this just stays. You can kind of ignore this, and this is the text that stays there. Repulsive Mutation. Interesting. Absolving Lamassu. Oh, I think this is an updated card from an old set. Ooh, split card. Hustle and Bustle. Target creature attacks or blocks this turn if able, and also creatures you control get +2/+2, gain trample until end of turn. You may turn a creature you control face up. Nice. Bet that is really nice and limited, that card. Ooh, another case of the Crimson Pulse. 2 in a red for an enchantment case. When this case enters the battlefield, discard a card, then draw 2 cards. Okay, it's not bad. To solve, oh no, you have no cards in hand. At the beginning, if it's solved at the beginning of your upkeep, discard your hand, then draw 2 cards. Okay, all right. Yeah, I don't think I can slot that into most decks. Vengeful Tracker in foil. So far, they're holding up, I will say. The foils from this set, okay. Even though they were just open. There we go. And there's one of those detectives. Look at that. Look at that guy. All right, we got 3 packs left. Let's get like a nice legendary creature. I'm manifesting. Not manifesting, that's not in this set, but I am manifesting a legendary creature in this one. Loxodon Eavesdropper. They're probably really good at that, Loxodons, because they have massive ears. Museum Night Watch. More Galvanized, got a lot of them. Ooh, another Snarling Gorehound. It says, I'd offer your dog a treat, but I'm afraid I don't have any appendages to spare. We've all been there. Rebel Belt Maverick. Ooh, Murder's back. Oh no, I said it. I actually didn't mean to say that. Mukduks is back. Okay. Case File Auditor. We got Push and Pull. Push destroys target tapped creature, and Pull puts up to 2 target creature cards from a single graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. They gain haste until end of turn and sacrifice them at the beginning of the next end step. Interesting. Candlestick. Okay, so this is part of that Clue crossover. So when you buy the Clue set, I believe this is the card that will be in there. They are Clue equipment. So there we go. Okay, first new rare land cycle, Thundering Falls and Island Mountain. That when it enters the battlefield tapped, and when it enters, surveil 1. I think these are pretty good. I think a strictly better Scryland. All right, we got Doorkeeper Thrall. Artifacts and creatures entering the battlefield don't cause abilities to trigger. Ouch. Youch. Suspicious Detonation. And a Swamp. And then another Clue. Whoop, and there it went. That's pretty cool. My manifestation of a legendary creature didn't come to be. But that's okay, actually. I will say there's been a lot of sets recently where like almost every other creature is legendary. So It's kind of an all right departure. Oh, nice. So we got some things you can punch out there for suspected creatures, solving cases, all types of stuff there. Innocent bystander. That's what everyone watching this is right now. Alley assailant. Nervous gardener. Look at this person. Looks like they could be Cindy back there's a really good friend. They both look like they're a little bit nervous. Like, would you like to come over? I'm sorry, I'm nervously gardening right now. Public thoroughfare. Benthic criminologists. Quite a name. Shady informant. Fanatical strength. I think this is a reprint. Cornered crook. Face down matters. Okay, more of these. This is the no legendary cards, but we got a lot of split cards. What the heck is that? Fraudsome? Jetsam? Are these like flotsam? What? Am I saying that right? Jetsam? Are these like cool people named Sam, but they threw different, I don't know. Mill 3 cards and investigate, and the other one is each opponent mills 3 cards. Then you may cast a spell from each opponent's graveyard without paying its mana cost. Wow. If a spell cast this way, it would be put into a graveyard, exile instead. I'm digging that. Fey Flight. Flourishing Bloomkin. And the rare, ooh, Coveted Falcon. Interesting. I have not seen this card. 1 blue for a bird. It's a 1/3. It's kind of like a Stormcrow. Flying. When it attacks, gain control of target permanent you own but don't control. Interesting. Oh, it has Disguise. When it's turned face up, target opponent gains control of any number of target permanents you control. Draw a card for each one they gain control of this way. Okay, so that feels like a way to give people some clues. Get a clue. And then this attacks and you get the clues back. Interesting. Slice into Shadows foil. And then a Mountain foil. It kind of has like a an etched foil look to them. All right, last pack for this booster bundle. I'm wondering if this is a no Legends pack or no Legends box. Jaded Analyst. Rubble Belt Braggart. Cerebral Confiscation. Confiscation? Yeah, sure. Words. Vitugazi Inspector. Gadget Technician. Hotshot Investigators. This is the Rock and Samuel L. Jackson from the other guys. This is them. Aim for the bushes. I wish that's what the flavor text said. Thinking Cap. Auspicious Arrival. Rune Brand Juggler. Rope. There we go. We got another clue. Equipment. Oh boy. Long Goodbye. It's an interesting card. I might be doing a video soon about this as well. It's a removal spell that can't be countered. Doppelgang. This card broke the internet for a second. XXX. Green, blue. For a sorcery. For each of up to X target permanents, create X tokens that are copies of them. Can get a little crazy. Okay, Macabre Reconstruction and foil. Another cool swamp, and then there we go. We got an art card. No legendaries, but listen, we're not done yet. As I mentioned before, I'm going to crack into this pre-release pack. I'll open a few packs from it because some of them are going to be for my Magic Night this weekend. But it'll be cool to see. I haven't really opened many pre-release packs or boxes, whatever these are called. That's kind of cool. Ooh. Oh. Yeah. Just don't break it to us softly, I guess. So we got a lot of punch outs in this. I'm guessing they don't want you at a pre-release. They don't want you to have to deal with, whoa, okay, just come right out. They don't want you to have to deal with too many dice or other random things, which is nice of them. That's super cool. Oh, look at that. A knife. All right, let's open this up. Here we go. We got another die that has a 16. All right, how good is the packs I'm going to open from this going to be? 15, my favorite number. So it's going to be 15 good. But I like this. The black and purple. All right. Oh, that's right. We get a couple, I guess, promo cards. Outrageous Robbery. We got the stamp there and everything. X, black, black. Target opponent exiles the top X cards of their library face down. You may look at and play those cards for as long as they remain exile. If you cast a spell this way, you may spend mana as though mana of any color to cast it. Okay, looks like that is Lazav. Punching a mirror. When you can't erase your own trail, leave as many false ones as possible. Hey, there we go. Finally a legendary. Voya, Jaws of the Conclave. I was just talking to somebody about this today and saying that you should put changelings in a deck where this is your commander for sure. Because when it attacks, put X will counters on each creature you control, where X is the number of elves you control, and draw a card for each wolf you control. So this is a wolf, so you'll draw at least one card, whereas with changelings, you'll be able to draw and make the counters. So something like Mirror Entity can be like a game ender there. There we go, more punch outs. Oh, well, it's here. If anybody wants to use this for their MTG arena, put in the comments if you took it. So go ahead, take that. Enjoy. All right. Ooh, look at that. Okay, well, there are 6 packs here. Let's see, anything else in here I need to know? Very cool. Another insert. So many inserts. Oh, how to make a pre-release deck. Good to know. Yeah. All right. Doesn't seem like anything else. Well, maybe. I don't know. It's a mystery set, so I just wanted to make sure I'm not missing any possible clues. Okay, so I'm going to leave 3 of these unopened, and I am going to open 3. Once again, like I said, at Superscript, I was, I wouldn't say talked into, I'll do these 3. I wasn't necessarily talked into it. It was a better deal than just buying the packs themselves. So shout out to them. All right, come on. Let's get a crazy card. I want a card that's going to make me go, nice. Suspicious Detonation. Are there any non-suspicious detonations? Macabre Reconstruction, another escape tunnel, which I'm always here for. Make your move. Destroy target artifact, enchantment, or creature with power 4 or greater. Not the worst. Sunny Set, if you redeemed it. Thank you. Thank you for putting those cards, the digital cards, to use. Shady Informant. Dramatic Accusation. Ooh, Crawl Whip Cracker. Okay, interesting. Persuasive Interrogators. Gleaming Gear Drake. Call a Surprise Witness again. Here we go. Rare. Another is Assemble the Players. Okay. Hey, it's a chase card. I'll take it. And a foil. Unscrupulous Agent. Cannot scroop this agent. And there we go, a swamp. And then another clue. I'll try, if I remember, I'll try to assemble the clues that I have and see what picture they make. Oh, that might be another clue then. We'll see. Gearbane orangutan. Macabre reconstruction. Vengeful creeper. A little bit of a nick there on the top. Behind the mask. Suspicious detonation. Sanitation automaton. Auspicious arrival. All right, we got a case of the trampled garden. Okay, if this doesn't give some creature or something trample in any way, flavor fail. All right, 2 and a green. When this case enters the battlefield, distribute 2 1/1 counters among 1 or 2 target creatures you control. Okay. To solve, creatures you control have total power 8 or greater, and then solved, whenever you attack, put a 1/1 counter on target attacking creature. It gains trample until end of turn. Not too bad. Curious Inquiry. I mean, I guess an inquiry is always a little curious, but that's just me. Torch the Witnesses, or the Witness. Yeah. Illicit Masquerade. 3 and a black for flash. Enters the battlefield. Put an imposter counter on each creature you control. Okay. Whenever a creature you control with an imposter counter on it dies, exile it. Return up to 1 other target creature from your graveyard to the battlefield. Interesting. Kind of replaces it. Deadly Complication in foil. Oh, a foil swamp. And yeah, we do have another clue here. With that clue back. Okay, whoop. Last pack magic. Luck, luck, luck. The last time I infused a pack with luck like that, I got a Rhystic Study. So, hopefully we get something similar. More Galvanized. I am very lucky. Ooh, Snarling Gorehound. Not the worst. Of course, the Undercover Crocodile. I knew you would come back. Demand Answers. I really like this card. 1 and a red for an instant. As an additional cost to cast this spell, sacrifice an artifact or discard a card. Draw 2 cards. So yeah, if you have a clue laying around, you can get rid of the clue, and it's basically 2 mana draw 2. Instant speed. I like it. I'm going to set it aside so I don't forget it. Karlov Watchdog. Ooh. Exit Specialist. Glint Weaver. Spider. I'm scared. All right, last rare, possibly. And it is one of the rare Surveil lands. I'm not complaining. I don't really play Gruul that much, but I'm not complaining. Oh, we have another rare. Case of the Uneaten Feast. Oh my gosh. We need to solve this one. It is 1 white for whenever a creature enters a battlefield under your control, you gain 1 life. That's not too bad. Solved. You gained 5 or more life this turn. Cool. Solved. Sacrifice this case. Creature cards in your graveyard gain. You may cast this card from your graveyard until end of turn. Actually, that's super good. I like that a lot. Slimy Dual Leech. Okay. All right. You guys do whatever you do in foil. Swamp. And then there's Teysa floating around ghostly ways. All right, there we go, everybody. Like I said, I'll take out the clues and see. So overall, the flavor of this set is super fun. The art is really cool. I don't know if the power level is that crazy, but I think we're kind of due for a set where it's a little bit more fun than just chasing all of the possible crazy cards. I don't know if the particular set of clues that I have go together. Oh wait, those do. Let's see. I don't know if that would. I don't know how many of these there are though. That's the problem. So yeah, I don't think those ones go to any of these, but these do. So here you go. See? proof. If I make it, actually, you know what? I'll do this on my own. No, I made it. There you go. Look at that. Man, I'm so cool. All right. So thank you everybody for watching. I appreciate you taking a look at this. Like I said, I'm going to be making some content around the set, specifically a deck tech for Niv Mizzet, the Guild Pact. I'm pretty excited about that one, and I'm pretty excited to share what I created with you guys. If you are interested in checking out the deck before I make the video, you can find me on Archidect at it's the Pillow Fort on Archidect, and you can check it out there. And as I mentioned before, don't put this card in that deck. It's a non-bow, but this is a cool card. It's probably going to go into my Shrines deck. All right, everybody, thank you very much for watching, and you know what, go out and not commit a Mukduk today. That'd be my little gift from you. All right, thank you, everybody. I never know how to end these, so I'm just gonna end it. Bye.